Tottenham, North London, home. For too many years, it's been easy for Arsenal to come to our home, roll us over, tickle our belly, and leave with 3 points. Tottenham haven't beaten Arsenal at home in the Premier League since 2022. The trajectory of both clubs has changed since then, and the stakes haven't been higher in a North London derby than this game in my life. Comparable context, yeah, sure. 2022, that shootout for Champions League football, arguably the biggest in my life. A few cup semi-finals here and there as well. But this is different. This is the biggest. And we've got to bring that energy and that noise tomorrow. There is so much on the line in this game. If you are a Tottenham fan watching this video that isn't feeling it, isn't feeling the excitement, then have a look at yourself. Have a look at this video that THFC Flags and Flav have put out today. And if you don't walk away from that with goosebumps, you don't walk away from that with the urge to get up the high road now with your scarves and your cans and your voice, then I don't know what will. Because that team need us tomorrow. We need them to deliver. For too long, they haven't turned up in this game. The attitude and approach was so wrong in that last North London derby. And we don't really know yet how Igor Tudor is going to set that team up because of the injuries that we've got and the fact that despite playing a 3-4-2-1, as I spoke about in my tactical preview with Kish and Seb, giving our opinions on how we think he might set up, he has thrown a few red herrings in there in the past, which we talk about. Playing a 4-4-2 in that first game for Lazio against Juve a few years ago. But it didn't matter, really, about what the team selection was in that North London derby back in November. It did to an extent. But the thing that made me sick and made a lot of fans, like myself, start to really turn on Thomas Frank was that attitude of letting Arsenal just push us over, roll us over like their little lapdog and just give us a little tickle and say thanks for coming. It was nice to see you. Thanks for the 3 points. We made it so easy for them that day. And one of the biggest things that we spoke about in that tactical preview was the fact that we cannot let Arsenal settle into the game. Yes, Arsenal have had a track record of being able to get in games, settle, maybe go 1-0 up and not go for the throw. But I just feel like with the pressure that's on them and the fact that they have been heavily criticised for not killing games off and the fact that it's come back to bite them against Wolves, come back to bite them against Brentford, who, gave them a good game, they're not going to want to do that against Tottenham. So let's not give them the opportunity. Let's press. Let's be aggressive. Let's get in their faces. And we can't do that as 62,000 supporters in that stadium or 58, whatever it is, with our away allocation. 60,000, say. We can't do that. We can't press. But we can press those players forward. The atmosphere has been very toxic for a while, obviously, because the performances have not been anywhere near good enough. They've been dreadful. And we have a right to voice that concern and not maybe get behind the team in the way that maybe we should. Or, we've not seen anything to really get behind. But tomorrow is a new dawn. It's not a new era because I don't think Igor Tudor will be here past the summer. He's just got to come in and do his job and make sure he keeps us in the Premier League. But it's a blank slate. It's a fresh start. And the players and the manager especially, deserve that tomorrow. They need our unwavering support from minute one. And it's not just about getting behind the team. It's about getting into the heads of those Arsenal players as well. You've seen it. Every away ground they've been to recently, and when they've gone and dropped points, second again, ole ole. It's happening again. You're bottling it again. All that stuff. You tell me that doesn't have a psychological effect on the players. Look at Arsenal. I heard that stat tonight on TNT Sports when I was watching the Arsenal game. Watching the Man City game, rather. Manchester City's average points in the last 12 games over, I think, basically since the last few years since they've been in title races with Arsenal is 29. So that's winning nearly, what's that? If you're getting nearly 30 points from 12 games, you're dropping probably like 7 points, right? Arsenal's is 22. When it comes to the crunch, when it comes to the business end, when there is that pressure there is a chink in their armour. They don't like it. They don't like it when teams get in their faces. They don't like it when atmospheres get on top of them. They crumble. That fan base tomorrow, myself included, I will be there, can make such a massive difference to the outcome of this game. And the thing is, right, you might say in the comments that, are you setting yourself up for a fail by being this confident? I'm not confident that we'll get a result. But I believe that we can. And if I haven't got any belief, then I haven't got anything. Because that's all we are going into this game with. Blind optimism, belief, faith. Because we've not seen Igor Tudor even kick... Well, we've not seen a team under Igor Tudor kick a ball for us yet. We've had over a week off to recuperate, to rest. Arsenal have had 3 games since the time we've played. They've not rotated that much. They look leggy. They look tired. And that is why they've got to be like ball terriers, pressing them from the front, not letting them settle, being physical, letting them know you're there. Back to basics. And I think Igor Tudor, with the type of character that he is, would have instilled that in the players. I do think he hopefully would have. Because, yeah, you can talk about tactics till the cows come home. He might set up in that 3-4-3. He's probably going to. It's probably going to be Mwani off Solanke and Simmons. There's been chat around, obviously, Solanke's illness ahead of this game. I really hope he can pull through and be all right. You can't miss the North London derby with a cold, Dom. You can't, mate. You cannot do that. I think it's probably going to be, if Solanke doesn't play, I think it'll be Mwani through the middle. And then maybe Gallagher and Simmons off him with Sarr and Basuma in midfield. I think, other than that, I'm pretty sure that will be the team. I'm not sure whether he'll go with Sousa from the start. I think it will probably be Spence. And, you know, with Saka probably going back out to that right-hand side for this game and Odegaard coming back in, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, really, to be honest. I don't mind it. But you can talk about tactics and how we might set up. Those players, we shouldn't play the occasion, but the occasion does matter. This is the highest stakes North London derby in a very, very long time. Keep your head. Don't do anything silly, obviously. But understand the importance of what this means to the fans. Because it is about keeping us in the Premier League. But it's also about stopping them. And if you're not thinking about that, and you're just thinking about us, then I don't know what to say. Obviously, I care way more about Spurs' Premier League safety, right? But how many of your mates are Gooners? The chance to rub that into them tomorrow and say, you lost. You dropped points even against the worst Tottenham team when you really need to go and win the league. The players have got to be aware of that. Because the fans will bring that energy. I'm convinced of it. Get in their heads. Talk to them. Wind them up. You saw their heads went at the end of that Wolves game. Honestly. This group of Arsenal players are fragile. They are fragile, man. They are fragile. And we can get at them. We can. But we've got to be brave. Don't let them settle. Don't just sit back and let them pop the ball around your box because they've got the quality to hurt you. It's whether they capitalise on it is the big question. And as I said, where they've been hammered for not doing it against Wolves, against Brentford, against these other teams, they certainly won't want to make sure that they're not hammered for not doing it to Tottenham. Not putting the nail in the coffin, letting us back into the game. Because again, we have shown that we can get back into games. This group of players can get back into games. Nothing really to do with the manager. But those players can get back into games. I'm buzzing to get down to the high road tomorrow. I cannot wait. And I'm looking forward to going to Spurs again. I don't care if it's with blind faith. I don't care if it's with blind optimism. We have to believe that we can get something out of this game, or there is literally no point in turning up. So don't bring that energy tomorrow. Don't bring it. Whether you're watching it at the ground, whether you're watching it on your sofa, come with positivity. The players need that. We all need to be together. If we go 1-0 down, don't let the heads go. Keep singing, get behind the team. We've got to. We've absolutely got to. Because there will come a point in that game, potentially, where their arses go. And there is a chance to capitalise. They will make a mistake. Look at what they did against Wolves. I'm not saying that this group of Arsenal players aren't strong. You're not a good, strong team if you don't get in the title races that they've got into, right? Go deep in the Champions League. Put in some of the performances they have. But there is a weak spot there. There has to be. That's why they keep crumbling. Let's make sure they crumble again tomorrow. And at the very least, if we don't get anything out of the game, let us leave that stadium with a belief that you did give everything that you had. Whether that's the fans or the players. The players most importantly, obviously. Give us something to take into the next few games. Give us something that makes us think that we will be okay. Nothing's ever guaranteed in the Premier League. But give us something that gives us that feeling to go into those next games that we'll be okay. That's all I've got to say. So bring your voice, bring the noise, get behind the team, give it to them, make them feel uncomfortable, don't let them settle, and we can get something out of this game. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the new setup as well, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow after the game, or on Sunday after the game, I should say, with my initial match reaction when I get home. Hopefully we're smiling. Make sure to also please go and subscribe to my Ben Bowman football channel. The link is in the description. I've collabed with the channel on this video, making general football content over there. There'll be a video up on there by the time you see this reacting to the City game. And I'll see you there. Up the Spurs.